Hello everyone, my name of course is Artimage, you're being a pure awesome, and this is day 6 of my Vyvanse trial. Today I recorded basically nothing. I did experience nothing that I can directly attribute to the Vyvanse, but otherwise it was also just a very difficult day. As mentioned, I've got one issue going on right now where I have to move my schedule over to the night shift for a couple of weeks. On top of that, my mother has been incredibly hostile all day. For those of you who may have missed it or need a reminder, my mother has late-stage Alzheimer's, and in this stage, there are few easy moments, never mind days. I went to bed at about 7 o'clock in the morning and was woken up before 10 to my mother throwing things and banging on things, so I only slept about 3 hours. The current time I'm recording this is just before 5 a.m. the next day, so in about the past 48 hours I have gotten 3 hours of sleep. Even with that going on, I was productive for what needed to be done today. First thing I did upon getting up and trying to give my mother something else to focus on was also doing the dishes. Once we found her at a calm point where we could interact with her and communicate things with her, we went on a brief trip for some errands. Then I got home, we had her settled for a while. Illy B stopped by and we watched more Gen V. Mom had more outbursts that lasted several hours, and we worked through it. And my emotional response to all this was just as is typical. My usual frustration and struggle with maintaining patience and trying to remember the things that I need to remember about Alzheimer's disorder. I suppose it's technically Alzheimer's disease, but at no point did I get exceptionally irritated or angry with her. At no point did I wind up flying off the handle or anything. The most it came down to is just, at points I probably just sounded like I've already told you this, which doesn't help her because short-term memory issues are incredibly prominent with Alzheimer's. I'm not going to go further into the details of what she was experiencing because I'm not trying to put my mother on display or anything for this. I am mentioning as much as I feel I need to highlight the conditions of my day and the variable factors that were a part of it. Also, I would like it stated publicly for all to hear, if I wind up developing Alzheimer's, once I get to a point where I cannot take care of myself, I wish to be submitted for medically assisted death. We have that in Canada. Apparently that's not a thing you can agree to in advance, which is incredibly stupid. But I do not wish to carry on in such a manner. I see the way it affects my mother's emotional state, the effect that it has on my brother and I as her caretakers, and anyone who tries to interact on top of that. So tomorrow's video is probably going to be late because I'm not going to be taking my Vyvanse until about 10, and I don't get off work on night shifts until 8 in the morning. So I won't even be able to record the experience of it until I get home later on in the day. As for what that will mean for stream on Monday, we'll have to play it by ear a little bit. So that'll be it for today, and until tomorrow, take care of yourselves and each other, and hang on to that awesome.